was on a quarterly coaching call today, and we were talking about ways to make our lives better. And it was broken into like 10 categories, 10 areas of our life. And the first area was spirit. And there were like 10 statements. And we were supposed to choose the one that resonated the most with us, because not because we're living it, but because we're not living it and we want to live it. And I think the statement that I chose was something like, I have all the energy I need. Spirit is my source, and basically I have a direct line to God, and He gives me all the energy I need. And I said, that's the one that I want to live, that I don't live. Like, I'm tired a lot. Like I have to, get myself to do stuff. And in my head, a lot is the idea that I'm pushing through something. And I'm good at pushing through things. But later, as we went along through the other categories, it hit me how, because I'm thinking of it as pushing through, I'm creating my own barrier. And it hit me so hard that I cried on the call. And I had to stop, like we stopped the call, and the guy who was running it basically was like, Max, let's go back to this thing for you, because it put me in shock. It hit me so hard that it put me in shock. It was like such a big aha moment. And I talked about how I started praying to God recently. It was actually over Thanksgiving. I do the same prayer in the morning when I wake up and at night before I go to bed. And the prayer has been, God, thank you for everything that happens to me. Thank you for my challenges. Thank you for my learning. I love you. And in that prayer is suffering. I'm basically saying, thank you, God, for my suffering, because it's giving me something to overcome. And then the thing that really hit me is the guy who was running the call said, that's an egotistical approach, because you're saying that you want challenges because it fuels your ego to overcome challenges. It's like, I overcame this. So I'm relying on myself rather than relying on God or a higher power. And that hit me so hard. And that's why I'm tired. That's why things are hard. That's why things feel hard. Because I approach life like it's a challenge rather than approaching life like it's easy. So as of this evening, I'm changing my prayer. And it's going to go something like, God, thank you for my ease. Thank you for my love. Thank you for my money. Thank you for my success. In fact, that might be the exact prayer. And then, I love you. And we'll see what happens. And things don't happen immediately or overnight, but slowly, surely, incrementally, things will change. And maybe even that mindset is making it harder than it has to be. Maybe things can happen quickly. Maybe things can happen overnight. We will find out.